Hello and welcome back to Prosperity by Design, the podcast. Today we are going to break down a phrase about money and we're going to talk about why it's important. I'm going to tell you about the truth to this statement that I'm about to tell you and why managing money is just as important as making money, because in all honesty, they go hand in hand. Like you cannot have one without the other. Like you can have both. And actually, it is my belief that you need to know how to do both of those skills because they're two different skills. And then we're going to dive into why managing money is something CEOs and business owners should pay attention to. I've seen a couple of videos buzzing around the interwebs lately about why managing money is like for poor people, and that's just not true. And also 3 tips to help better manage your money this year in 2024. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you the phrase. So the phrase is, if you can't manage $1,000, you won't be able to manage $10,000. And there's 100% truth to that statement. There's somebody who I actually was associated with in the past who was notoriously purchasing food on DoorDash and would spend like $500 plus a month. I don't think it was up to $1,000 at the time, but definitely $500, a minimum of $500 a month on getting food out. And it's an expense that you don't necessarily need if you were to really think about it. And yeah, okay, if you're making that much money that you can afford to pay for the $500 DoorDashed to your door, that's great. That's convenient. But you could take that $500 every month, you could invest it. You'd invest $6,000 over the course of the year, and that $6,000 would compound to probably well over $1.2 million over the course of 40, 50, maybe even 60 years if you gave it that long. So which would you rather? Convenient DoorDash in the moment or $1 million plus when you need it? I realize that future pacing is hard to do, and I realize that you don't have that $1 million right now, but that is definitely something that it'll pay itself in the end. Like it'll definitely pay for itself in the end. So if you can't manage $1,000, if you have a hard time putting money where it needs to go when you aren't making a whole lot of money, when you go and you make a lot of money, it's going to be like money's just going through the sieve. It's just going to fly out of your hand. And it'll be gone and you'll be like, what happened to all this money? And it's because you didn't take the time to learn how to manage it. So there really is truth to that statement. And this is going to the second point here of why I believe managing money is just as important as making money. Making money is great. I'm all about making money. I think you absolutely need to learn the skill to be able to make more money. Sales, you have to be able to learn how to talk to people. You have to be sociable and you have to hold a conversation. Yes, I do believe you need to learn the skills associated with making more money. However, I also believe that you need to learn how to manage your money if you're looking to really, truly hit your net worth goals, if you're looking to hit specific business goals, if you're looking to hit goals for your retirement, whatever that may be, it comes with knowing where you're putting your money. Every dollar has a purpose, and that purpose is chosen by you, the owner of that tool, okay? Money is a tool. You choose and prioritize how you use it. And that's why I believe managing money and making money are equivalent in terms of importance. Now, managing money is something that CEOs and business owners should be aware of. And the reason why is because let's say you're looking to purchase, I don't know, maybe you're looking to purchase a new car, okay? If you, as the CEO of your business, are looking to purchase a new car, there is a way for you to purchase a car and not have to pay a shitload of taxes on it. And there's also a way for you to purchase a car and then pay a shitload of taxes on it. And the way that you become aware of that is by learning more about money and watching where money goes. And of course, like, obviously taxes are a little different than managing money, right? But I feel like taxes are down the line of questions of like, oh, well, if I get this much money and I want to buy this car, then how can I do that? Well, you could do it like this, right? It's one option when you present a tax benefit to a business owner, okay? I've seen a couple of videos, and I know I stated this in the beginning of when I started recording. There were a couple of business owners who I've seen on the internet record videos about how budgeting is for poor people. And I'm sorry, I just don't agree. Budgeting is not for poor people. Budgeting, if you were to really break it down, is being aware and allocating and assigning a purpose for your money. And that's not a sign of a poor person. That's a sign of an intentional person. And I would rather run my business, run my personal finances and my business finances with intention than not knowing anything about where any of my money is going. 100% hands down every time. There has been a point where I did spend unintentionally, and guess what? It landed me someplace that I didn't want to be. And there's been points where I've been spending very intentionally, and I wouldn't say that I'm exactly where I want to be, but I feel like I'm definitely on a better track than where I was before. When you're a CEO and you're a business owner, it is just as important for you to pay attention to those tasks and those things and whatever they may be, because you are the one setting the overall course for your business. You're the leader of your business. And if you're not intentional with your decisions, and if you're not intentional with what it is that you're looking to accomplish and do, then guess what? It's going to show in your company. It's going to show to your customers and your clients. It's going to show when you show up and you go to make a sale, or you go to... Jesus Christ, I am so sorry. There was like almost nearly an accident right there in front of me because this old woman just shot out into the middle of the road without even looking. There are consequences for not being intentional, and you will have to pay those consequences if you do not pay attention to where your money is going and how you are using it. Do yourself a favor, pay attention to your money, pay attention to your finances, watch where your money is going, be intentional with it, and learn how to use it. Get curious about it. When you get curious about it, it opens up a huge world of opportunity and possibility for you that you're never going to know if you don't get curious about it. So going into 2024, how can you better manage your money? So these 3 tips are like, they are staples in my mind, but they always need to be reiterated or, just brought up to the surface again so that you get a better idea of what exactly you should be doing if you're looking for a particular outcome when it comes to your money and your finances. So the first thing is to track it. You don't necessarily have to track it yourself. Let's say you're a 6-figure business owner, 7-figure business owner, and you don't have time to track it. Fine, hire somebody else to do it. But figure out where the money's going. Hire an accountant, hire a CPA, hire a bookkeeper, it doesn't matter. Find somebody who's going to help you keep track of where that money is going. The second thing is to budget it. Figure out and assign a purpose to every dollar that comes in. And if you have leftover dollars, great. That's a bonus or more of a salary, or that's maybe something you could put into savings or investments, whatever it might be. But when you budget it and you have every dollar assigned a purpose, that is so much better than when you're unintentional and shit just flies in and you have no idea where it's going to fly out to. And the third and final tip here is to try and compound it at like any point that you possibly can. When you have compounding of interest, that is the 8th wonder of the world. I think Albert Einstein said that. That compounding of interest is the 8th wonder of the world. And it could change your entire perspective in your entire life in a matter of like 20 or 30 years, depending on how much you're willing to put into an investment account. Take advantage of that this year. Manage that and leverage that compounding of interest in your favor. Don't just let it sit. Let it compound. So those are the 3 better tips for how you can better manage money in 2024. Thank you for tuning in. If you have 30 seconds and can leave a review, it's always greatly appreciated. I can't wait to come to you with the next episode. This one's going to be a juicy one about making more money and how there have been a lot of people talking about how they haven't been making enough money. So be sure to stay tuned for that one.